What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If returning subscribers, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a story update for you. And this is the story about this gentleman right here. What's his name? Dalton Milton. I did the video on him last week. And this is the guy in Mississippi that trashed the trailer. And beat up 3 children aging from age, I think it was 14, 6, and 3. 3 years old. 14-year-old boy, 6-year-old boy who got the brunt of the beating, and the 3-year-old girl who was also hurt. This guy was left to watch a woman's kids, his girlfriend at the time, and something happened where he went and brutally attacked these children. Now, I'll leave the video in the pop-ups at the end. You can go back and check it out. But he appeared in court today and waived his right for a preliminary hearing and wants to take his case to the grand jury. Why? I don't know. You're the only one in the house with the kids. All the kids say you did it. Oh, no, I don't know the minds of criminals. But anyway, I want to play this video of him going to court. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about. And one of the things is just how loosely we leave our children around strangers. And then when something like this happens, all of a sudden, when we don't get the sympathy we want as the parent that did do the leaving of our children around monsters, you see a whole totally different side of us. And I'll address that too. Roll this clip.
The man accused of brutally assaulting 3 Panola County children appeared in court this morning. Dalton Melton is charged with felony child abuse and domestic violence after an incident earlier this month in Pope, Mississippi. As WRG's Mike Sirianni tells us, the children's mother is hoping for swift justice.
Dalton, did you hurt those children?
No, I did.
Dalton Melton, escorted by Sheriff Shane Phelps, appeared Tuesday at Justice Court in Sardis.
Why did you hurt those children?
I did.
You didn't? What happened to them?
It all come out in the courtroom, sir.
Melton, charged with felony child abuse, appeared for a preliminary hearing. He was charged after Panola County deputies found 3 abused children, a 3-year-old girl and 2 boys, one 6 and one 14, at this mobile home. The children's mother says she received a threat from Melton prior to finding her battered children.
I just want you to know that I've just destroyed this house, but I wouldn't be worried about the house. You need to be worried about your kids' faces being busted in.
Tuesday's court appearance lasted all of 5 minutes. As it was announced, Melton waived his right to a preliminary hearing, and the case will be presented to the grand jury.
And all the evidence will come out as to why he did what he did to my kids.
The children's mother says all 3 are out of the hospital, and she is working with Child Protective Services.
My oldest son is with his father. My younger 2, I don't really want to say where they are, but they are in a safe environment and they're being well taken care of.
She says she's been threatened and criticized on social media for leaving her children alone with Melton.
I've never neglected my children. Yes, I may have had to leave my children with this monster from time to time so I could work to provide for my children.
Her focus now is justice and emotional healing for her children.
And that they know that not everybody is bad and not everyone's gonna hurt them.
In Panola County.
All right, guys, there's a video of Dalton Milton going to court. And like I said, I don't know why he's waiving his rights to a preliminary trial. I think a lot of times criminals do this so they don't have to face family members. Like, it's, I don't know, like they're gonna get off or something. Like they don't want to face the scrutiny. A lot of people that do silly crimes and stuff are like children in the head. They do this stuff. They want to just stay hidden until it's their time to go in court and hear a verdict or go to trial or whatever. I don't know how they think they're going to get justice for doing an injustice to somebody else, especially children. This guy is an idiot. That's one thing. The second thing is this. Did you notice when he was walking and the media swarmed him, he turned his back real quick? Did you see what the officer did? Turned him and told him to face the camera so I can get a good look at how he looks. Stop for a second. They talk. He was walking him slow too. They was asking him all kind of questions. Dalton, why'd you do it? Did you hit those kids? I didn't do it. It'll come out in court like your head. Man, this is crazy. But listen, the reason for me making this video, besides it being the update of him going to court, I said in my last video, right? They showed the mom. They definitely showed that house. It's a couple of things. First of all, you hear me talk about mindset a lot. How you think. In directions, in reference to where you want to go in life. And how you go to accomplish these goals you have in life. There are a lot of people that live off of people. I think this guy, Mr. Milton, is one of those types. You know, he's a younger guy, skinny, balding. He was with this chick. I'm more than sure he was using her for resources. And she said something that made me think that. But my thing is this. She's not out of the woods, and she's just as guilty as he is. Did you see? If you guys go and watch the video that'll be in the pop-ups at the end about this story when I first did it, she was all in front of the camera, right? Oh yeah, if I knew he was like this, I wouldn't have never did anything. And they made her look stupid right on camera. She was showing her face when she wanted that sympathy, but on social media and stuff where a lot of people have common sense, and they call it like they see it. She didn't get the sympathy she felt as though it was going to garner. It turned sour on her. People came after her, said things she didn't agree with. Now all of a sudden, did you see her this time? She got the back of her head while talking to the camera. You look stupid. You look silly. Just turn around and face the music. I made a mistake. I chose dick over my kids. I messed up. A lot of people out there do it. I'm not the only one. Couldn't do that. No. Did you see the attitude this time? My kids are all taken care of. I left my kids with him multiple times because I had to go out here and provide for my children. Yeah. If he really cared for you and he seen the condition of that house you was in, he would have provided for you and them kids if he cared. Think about it. There's no way you can defend being with a bum who ain't your kid's father. We see this day in and day out, ladies and gentlemen. A bunch of guys coming in, using these women. And a lot of times they know they're being used, but they choose the desperation of dick over their children because they think their children will always be there. You know? She got an attitude. She mad. Getting slick mouth. Now look at you. Now the kids are out. Did you hear what she said? One of my children is with their father. So that means the other two children is not. The other two kids are in a safe place. Remember they said they working with DPS? Maybe DPS took them. For DPS to take them and she was out, it had to be more going on to the story than is being put out there in the media for them to take the kids from her. Because remember, she left and went to do something and he beat the kids up. That's not her fault. If she was trusting in him, she's as much as a victim as the children. But it has to be something else hidden to where the kids ain't with her no more. Or with parents or somebody else other than her. That's why she got that attitude. I'm going to tell you another thing before I jump up out of here. I ain't going to spend no time with this silly stuff. I mean, this is something we know. Any man, and I want you to hear me, that met this girl, went to that place, cared for her, seen that place, I wouldn't have messed with her. Or if I had money to where I was trying to build something with her, I would have made that place look more hospitable. Because just looking at that place, if anything ever happened, me with my main range of thinking is, listen, if I'm going to live here or I'm going to be here, these children don't deserve to be in this environment because it's conducive to their growth. That makes sense to you? Think about it. If a man cares for you, ladies, first thing you'll see is he try to make your conditions better, not just be a part of your conditions and live off of you. But so many people don't see this. A lot of it has to do with upbringing. I don't know, for all it's worth, this woman right here probably didn't have a dad in her life. Because a lot of times, women that have babies, right, and I don't mean to be offensive, women that have babies and date these kind of raggedy type of men because they have daddy issues. I don't know if it's her situation, but it's a common occurrence. All in all, it's messed up. These little boys and that little girl had to be subjected to that, you know, and no matter what type of healing they got, it can never replace the mental trauma they went through. Honestly, think about it. A lot of times, boys wind up being abusers when they're abused or see their parent abused, one of their parents abused. This boy's 14 years old. The other boy was 6. He caught the brunt of the beating. This man right here, Dalton Milton, kicked him in his face with steel-toe boots. A 6-year-old boy. That's a baby. That tell you what type of mentality he had. And he never cared nothing about the kids. And living off this chick, looking at that trailer, he never cared about her. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know sometimes you don't like what I say, but somebody has to say it. As long as you learn something, I'm cool with it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.